We're going to talk this morning about a few topics. I'm excited. I'm well rested. And let me just say early, wake up to the bullshit. Wake up to the bullshit. That's going to be one of my new slogans because it's all bullshit. Yes, it is, right? Boosie, never met him. He's now suing, or so, he claims. I have not seen a complaint with a docket number. If anybody has that, please email me. He's suing two people who caught him lacking, whether they're Caucasian, which they are. He got finessed. There's no guarantee when you spend money to get a pardon. But I want to talk about Boosie, who is a very unique coon. Oh, he's a coon. Highly entertaining. I don't dislike him. I don't like him. He's just there doing what he does. He'll get up on a platform such as Vlad TV and run his coon mouth, not knowing that there's repercussions down the road. He's now up on X, and he's tagging people to see if they can help him because he allegedly spent $600,000. He wants $300,000 back. He never got the pardon from President Trump, but yet and still he's been to the White House, right? We're not mad at this coon. No, I want to see this coon do what he does. Get up on social media and keep talking and talking and talking. Now, I'm a little surprised that Kodak Black got a pardon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Boosie couldn't get one. I have to ask you, do you think that Boosie runs his mouth too much? It's all about money. Ain't a damn thing funny. A wise man once said that, for those of you who don't know. It's all about money. Ain't a damn thing funny. So had he have not been running his mouth, maybe his chances of getting a pardon would have been in his favor. And the gun charge, and I don't know how many other charges he's had, may have played a part in, the not giving him what he was in seek of. I'll just say that. But there's no guarantees when you're in seek. Even with lawyers, there's no guarantees. A lawyer is going to represent you, whether you're guilty or not. That's what lawyers do. But don't get it wrong. They are going to, at some point, look at you and say, well, is this person worth the headache? Can this person spend the money? Or can I drain this person? So that's my top story this afternoon, okay? Actually, pardon me, morning. It's early where I'm at. It's morning. Now, the showrunner, are you up to speed? Jim Jones and Busta Rhymes, I'm saying it was a soft embrace. Or you can say maybe it was they shared a moment. You guys up to speed? Good morning in the live chat. Are you up to speed? Yankee Stadium, the Jay-Z concert. These niggas were fanned out. Jim Jones posted a video. He has since taken it down, but we've got it. We've got it. And I'm not going to, make accusations or claims about sexuality. I want you to look at it and you tell me. Was it a soft embrace? Was it a special moment where these two old niggas, finally reaching their zesty pinnacle or something? I don't know. It's very, very concerning. But Jim Jones took it down and he addressed it, okay? All right, those are some of the things I want to discuss with you guys this morning. Also, a little bit later, oh my goodness, Remy Ma. I like it. You guys know Remy Ma has a new track out. I'm going to play some of the video. I'm sure I'm going to have to edit it out after the show. It's going to be a copyright issue on her YouTube channel, Remy Ma. The track is called Put 'Em On. It's in line with what Young Miami is doing. Spend that. But, in all honesty, Remy, I think she kind of pioneered that along with Trina, Kaya, So why can't she go back and do a track called Put 'Em On? Every other word is nigga. She's up in the mansion, a bunch of girls jumping around. Like, the formula that's working right now. So we'll talk about that shortly. But I like it. I like her. Pardon me. Let me slow down. Met her one time. I don't think she's really fucking with me, but that's beside the point. But this track, I do want to give it some light this morning. Guys, is Remy FBA, Foundational Black American? If she is, we really have to give her some support, because right now the track has been out 2 days, the video, pardon me, and she does not even have 175,000 views. We have to get her to 500,000 views by Saturday. Is Remy FBA? That's my question to you guys early. Okay, I see some of the haters. Yes, hate on. That's what we do here. We hate objectively. Saying she's FBA and washed. Okay, let's get down to business here. Thank you for, I'm sorry. Deeds, my producer, is letting the live chat rip this morning. Okay, usually, I'm loving the members only feature. I can talk to people of a certain mindset, and people who contribute to the show. But Deeds is letting it rock this morning. I do not deal with blocking and all that sort of jazz, but she is watching the live chat. If you try and fuck up business, she will sit your dumb ass down. Just let you know, okay? All right. Let me go to Big Ant, the spokesman. Let's give the homie some light here. Urban Politicians TV, okay? Great content. Let's give him all the credit here, and I will edit this video out after the show. I don't have permission as of now, but I don't just take people's content without asking. Here we go. Big Ant, spokesman.
UPTV, make sure you it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back, another edition of Urban Politicians TV. UPTV, make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as it broke into the news today that Boosie had filed a lawsuit on 2 dudes who he had paid $600K because they told him that they could get him a presidential pardon from Donald Trump in his federal gun case. Now, after they made the payment, it was supposed to be understood and everything be straight. They eventually came around and told him that Donald Trump had gave him the pardon and everything was going to be cool, but it never came through and was never confirmed. Well, they've ran off with that money now as expected, and there's several levels and layers to this conversation right here, because Jacob Walls and Jack Berkman are 2 dudes that you can Google, and I don't know how Boosie I even saw them in the news in the time of the election for 2020 for being fraudsters and scammers and running all type of schemes that they had going on. They had been on TV and everything for this, and I guess Boosie just didn't even think to look it up, not to mention that it is illegal to do any type of bribery with the president. You can't do that, and then he for sure ain't gonna let you have some play. But just a simple
stop right there. Big Ant, the spokesman, just said something that is key. It's illegal to bribe the commander-in-chief. So I have to ask you, was Boosie doing too much, running his mouth as coons do?
$600K, like that's not gonna happen. But Boosie, for some reason, jumped out there with it, and several levels and layers keep getting added on to it. As now the guy Jack has spoke with TMZ and put it in the news that the recent case that Boosie caught out here in H-Town Memorial Day was part of the reason he couldn't get the pardon. Well, now Boosie has responded to the guy Jack Berkman and said, "Jack, shut your line A up. Talking about this stuff in Houston messed up the pardon. You were sued in March. This happened at the end of May. Don't start lying now. I gave you 3 months to send my money back. Talking about Trump signed the pardon. Got me running around the doggone house jumping, saying you just talked to the president. You played with the wrong one. I'm suing y'all in federal court now. Hashtag Ponzi scheme. Out of the 9 victims y'all got this year, I was the wrong one." Then he said, "Everyone you said you reached out to for my pardon has said you're lying. Every name you named has denied your allegations. Everybody you named will have their time to speak. It's getting hot. So where did my money go? I thought Trump signed the pardon. I thought you had the president on speed dial. You should have did your research before trying to jack me like you did to others. Hashtag I'm loved and respected." Now I have to keep it all the way 1,000 with Boosie right here. That it makes entirely no sense for him to throw this stuff up because of this is not legal. Now, just another layer to it right now. Not to mention that these dudes are by the government. I'm not making this up. Considered scammers and fraudsters and having no connection with the president at all. He got a response yesterday in real time when he went up on Twitter about it from Angela Stanton King. She said, "Is this about the fact that you normally went around me and handed $600,000 to some white guys you didn't even know? People with no legitimate access to this administration because they promised they could get you a pardon. I had already taken you directly to the White House and told you I would help you. Let's be clear. Selling."
Salute to that Queen Angela Stanton. Love her. Clapping at this game, goofy nigga. I walked you into the room, the Oval Office, nigga.
Pardons is illegal. No one, and I mean no one, can promise a presidential pardon on behalf of the president, Alice Johnson, or anyone else involved in the clemency process. As your sister, I asked you to let me handle it. Instead, you assumed that white was automatically right. What I don't understand is how we can spend so much time talking about white privilege while simultaneously empowering it by trusting complete strangers over people who have actually earned your trust and have real relationships.
Right.
Nah, she feels away, and she has a right to, because Boosie, she took you to the White House, bro. They had you in there, and you went over here with these two.
Stop right there. You guys at the speed in the live chat. Good morning. I'm sipping hot black coffee. Are you paying attention? Just let me relay this to you because it's layered. And again, we like Boosie, don't we like him? We like a Sambo, Hucklebuck type nigga. America loves a coon. But I cannot co-sign what he's doing now on social media, talking and telling. He's got no case, if you ask me. But let's continue on.
Dudes, and I don't know who's representing Boosie. I don't know who advising Boosie, because it should have been a real quick Google. Like, hey, let me look these two dudes up. This makes sense. Would the president really do something with me for $600,000? Once you type their names in and just go look at YouTube or name stuff, it's going to come up.
General has reached an agreement in the case of two conspiracy theorists who intimidated black voters ahead of the 2020 election. Under the agreement, Jacob Wohl and Jack Berkman will pay up to $1.25 million for their wrongdoing. Last year, a federal judge found Wohl and Berkman liable for targeting black voters with threatening robocalls and disinformation in an attempt to discourage them from voting. The AG's office said the robocalls reached as many as 5,500 New Yorkers.
And she like, hey, I already took you down to the president's place. I'm showing you the process of this. We working on it. We gonna figure it out. You might can't get it now. You're just gonna take some time. Who knows? But Boosie thought he could just go buy his way in. I'll be real with Boosie, bro. This ain't a lawsuit. I don't think you're gonna be able to win. I don't know. And you can call it what you want to call it. When you don't agree with people in today's time, they call you a hater. They call you a jealous. They call you this or that. But it's like, bro, did you not just research their names? I'm never trusting these two dudes who have been just picked up, charged, been all over the news. I remember seeing these extreme right or far right dudes like just doing all type of scams and plays during the election. Bro, I'm not giving them nothing. And obviously they drew you up a bogus contract and they ran off with your bread, $600,000 at that. And now you trying to get to 300.
I can't say it was a bogus contract, you know? The nigga got, now correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Floyd Mayweather Jr., Money May, he got in similar fashion. So now, again, this is entertaining, but now do we feel sorry for Boosie or, well, pardon me, let me not say we, I'm not French. Are you guys rallying behind Boosie, or is this just, you know, watching a coon who threw $600K out the window?
$1,000 back off a technicality in the contract because they said $300,000 is non-refundable. This is not a valid contract. They claiming that they are broke. They claiming they ain't got no money. They claiming that they have spent all their stuff on past legal issues. So what they did was take your $600 and just they finna keep all their little schemes going, take care of some other legal stuff because Boosie got desperate, y'all. Let's just call it for what it is. And now you airing it all out, and the thing that you're trying to buy and get done, and the service is not legal at all. And this is one of them situations right here where Boosie got to look in the mirror. I don't know how this will work in court because, like I said, it's illegal. So it's one of them things like, Boosie, where you willing to take this to at this point in time? And it just takes me back to Boosie giving a Kodak Black, Lil Wayne, and all them a hard time for endorsing Trump. That's what you would have to do to get a pardon, bro. Let's keep it all the way 100. You can't hit up Donald Trump. Hey, boy, I got 600,000 for you. It's like that stuff got to be done on some like under the table stuff. If anything, like, hey, we're gonna donate to a campaign, but it's not finna be on some like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna donate to your campaign or anything like that.
Let me jump in here for a second, guys. It's not members only this morning, but I am not just putting every and any comment on the screen. Members only comments will go on the screen, okay? All right, I think we're good with this particular video. Salute to, again, Big Ant, the spokesman here, okay? I'm going to get to the Busta Rhymes and Jim Jones soft embrace, okay? Okay. Badass Boosie. Hey guys, also, I forget, what was that the guy's name who supposedly, allegedly, on behalf of Boosie was catching bodies? Is that guy still locked up? I'm sure he is. Is it Marlo something? Did he tell on Boosie? Because you see, all that, you know, taking something to trial stuff, it sounds hot. I don't think he'll even make it through a goddamn discovery process. Okay, members only comments on the screen. Ooh, I like this comment here. How much is Vlad going to lowball Boosie for his return to Flat TV? Oh, you better believe he's going back. You better believe he's going back. 600 bands. He probably text Vlad already. Sheesh. Hold on. Marty, I got your donation. Thank you, darling. Yeah, listen, it's early. Let's get some phones rolling here, okay? Let's get some phones rolling here. Now, let's get to the bullshit. Premium Black News on a Wednesday. Have you guys seen the video? If you have not, allow me to play this for you. These niggas either were fanned out or they just had a zesty moment. Jim Jones and Busta Rhymes. Please pay attention.
I know Jimmy Jones. He look like he be talking crazy, y'all. A lot of times, though, argue with it what you say.
Damn.
Nah, I took it down. Yo, Bust, I love you, but they crunched us just now. I just want to pause myself.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
My bad. Say this. I'm going to say this. I know Jimmy Jones.
Stop right there. I only met Busta Rhymes one time, you know. We were at some type of battle rap event. He said, yo, Star. I said, yo, Bus. He said, we got to talk, man. I said, okay, let's talk. He wasn't on no tough guy shit. You know, I wasn't perceiving him to be aggressive, but, you know, that's the only time we've met face to face. Never interviewed him because, you know, during the early days of the Star and Buckwild radio show, we didn't really want guests. We just wanted to, you know, grind the mic, so to speak. And people make all sorts of accusations about him. I have no knowledge of his sexuality, but this is very, very, as you guys would say, sus. Let me look in the live chat. Yes, no? Sus behavior? In the words of Nene Leakes, whoo chow. Whoo chow. That's Nene Leakes, in case you guys don't know. That's who, to my knowledge, started saying that. Hold on. One more time.
I'm going to say this. I know Jimmy Jones. He look like he be talking crazy, y'all. A lot of times, though, argue with it what you say.
Damn.
Nah, I took it down. Yo, boss, I love you, but they crunched us just now. I just want to pause myself.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, my bad. Say this, I'm gonna say this. I know Jimmy, you know, like he be talking crazy, y'all. A lot of times, though,
Sheesh. Hold on a second. Let me get that off the screen for right now. It looked like they were, you know, in a special place. And I'm not even trying to add salt to this. They know each other, I'm sure. May have done concerts together. Is this a big deal? Star's just two niggas just, you know, feeling the vibe. It's not that serious. Uh-oh. I got a call early here. Hold on. Let's get to the bullshit. Florida boy Jay, area code 904. Good morning.
Good morning, dog. New York got to hold this L, man. New York hip hop.
Yeah.
Old heads. All whole heads.
Yeah. New York, home of the hip hop's first gay family, Zulu Nation. Hip hop's first gay family. Come on.
Of course. And you heard with the Super Zest Monster said, I'm on my New York-ish.
Yeah.
And started, you know, gyrating on the bottom of the behind Capo, Jim Jones. And that was a very zesty scarf Jim Jones had on, and that, you know, while the camera was up there, it looked like, just like you said, two men having a very zestful moment. It looked like if you freeze captured the picture, it looked like it was like on vacation on some type of Boosie cruise ship or something, man.
It looked like two niggas down there in the what do you call it? The Cayman Islands, you know, smoking on some exotic, you know, just caught up in the moment. Go ahead.
Yeah, smoking LGBTQ lotto, and you see Jim Jones, you know, when Busta Rhymes, some of my New York shit started gyrating on Jim Jones' back. Jim Jones' hat was moving, his back was moving, like he was popping dick on his back, and then he gonna throw it to Blurt and start screaming, "Oh, it's New York, oh." Oh, hell no, nigga. You can't delete that fast though, nigga. Pause moment of the year, nigga.
Right.
Y'all went to the Zest Bowl and had the pause moment of the year, nigga. Super Zest Monster attacked from the back, nigga.
Yeah, man. So, I want to, you know, I'm going to play it again, but I just wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy because I didn't see the caption at first. And I said, what the fuck? You know, and again, I don't want to attack Busta Rhymes' sexuality, whatever it is. But, you know, he always gets caught up in these moments. Do you remember I forget what year that was. He threw a drink on a female because she touched him. And something else, you know, again, not to drag out his laundry, but you know, he doesn't seem to mind these types of situations. Maybe he's living his truth. I don't know. What do you think?
All I know is this nigga said, I'm on my New York shit, and started depopping on Jim Jones' back. Oh God, nigga.
Yeah. Hey man, I'm glad you gave me a call this early. We've been talking about a few topics and doing these research shows early. Anything you want to put on the table with regards to Nolan Wells? Supposedly there's new information. I saw a photo, as many people did, where he was in a pool, and I don't want to attack his mother and father, but his mother, when she's doing these interviews, she's smiling and laughing. And I'm like, what? Why is she, you know, maybe she deals with pain in a different way. But anything with regards to the mysterious death of Nolan Wells, Florida boy Jay?
Yeah, as a proud nigga of the suburbs, I will say I grew up with white friends.
Right.
And it was times that I found myself alone in some places with my white friends.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I survived that, just like you did, Star.
Yeah.
And I can't sit up here and say that Nolan was stupid or this or call him a token, or because you were and you are, and it was by your environment. But one thing that was, I think, separate from me and you and Nolan was that when we get to a certain age, what a lot of niggas who are scared of white folks and never grew up around white folks is that you are 3, 4, 5, 6 years old and your white friends are really your friends. But it becomes a point where they hit the teenage years, the 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, where that white supremacist programming gets hardwired into their brains, where the same white boy y'all was talking about toys and, you know, playing basketball and after school start wearing camo jackets and shooting, what's the stuff they be putting in their mouth? Like
Pause.
spit.
Pause.
Yeah. Shoot tobacco.
Got it.
And what I'm saying is, by that middle school, high school point, most, if not all of your white friends have assimilated to white supremacist mindsets and white supremacist archetypes. And that's where the separation between you and Whitey must break away. Right after.
Let me jump in here for a second, because I appreciate you, but you're much younger than I am, and I say that respectfully. No, I grew up in the 70s, and I knew from a very early age, because by the time a child reaches 5 years of age, their personality is pretty much already formed. There's been research on this and what have you. So I knew what I was dealing with in the suburbs in the 70s. And because of my father from Durham, North Carolina, who was a hardcore racist, hardcore, you know, I had an early understanding of parameters and things of that nature. Didn't mean I hated anybody, but because of his stern position on things, wouldn't even let my white friends come in the house. God forbid one of them came inside and went into the goddamn refrigerator and touched a Dr. Pepper. Oh my God. So how I grew up and how this young man grew up is very, very different. I think, I could be wrong, he may have been under the delusion of inclusion, Nolan Wells. And not just the swimming pool picture, but the whole scenario just reeks. And I've said this before, I don't mean to drag this out. It reeks of, and I rarely do I say this, white supremacy. For there now not to be his quote unquote white friends speaking on his behalf about his character and his nature, that says to me that there is a combined effort to suppress what really happened to him. So I just want to say that, because I grew up very, very different. Even though you and I are from the suburbs, I had an understanding at a very early age. Go ahead.
Yeah, I remember my black father told me, you don't have any white friends, you have white classmates. And I remember when they used to invite me over sleepovers, my dad was like, nah, because you'll go over there.
Sleepovers? Oh, hell no.
Exactly. My dad was like, hell no, because the white daddy going to wake you up in the middle of the night, put you on a rope, and we ain't going to be able to find you. Or, you know, just.
I never had sleepovers with white kids in the 70s. I'm sorry, but go ahead, you say? The fuck?
Yeah, it was a lot of things that, like I said, growing up, because, you know, my father and you, y'all are really 1 year apart. Right. You know, y'all kind of are burst through the civil rights era, right. Have a very strong opinion on white people. And like I said, by the time I got to middle school, I got to 11, 12, 13, I stopped having white friends because the separation of white and black, to me, I agree with you. It starts very early. But when I start seeing the segregation in school in real time, was that middle school, high school era where, like I said, the white friend you rode the bus with, you got off the bus, y'all live in the same neighborhood with, they started separating themselves. And Nolan Wells, at that big age of his, did not start to separate himself from Whitey soon enough, and his demise was imminent.
Do you have white friends now? Florida Boy Jay?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not. I don't have.
See, I do. Most of my friends are white, and they're racist like me, and we get along great.
Yeah, the closest white friend I got is Rory. That's the closest white he's getting to me. That's the closest white he's getting to me, buddy.
Okay, well, listen, I don't want to drag this out unless people want to call in and talk about this young man. But anything else? Have you seen the new Remy Ma track. I love it. I love the video. Oh my goodness. It's called Put 'Em On. Yes, no?
I haven't, but I will say this really shortly about Boosie. Yeah, the reason why Kodak and Wayne got pardoned because of the immense amount of coonery they have put into the black community has usurped Boosie. Now, Boosie is a coon, but he's not the one that told niggas to drink lean and wear tight jeans like Wayne. He got niggas talking about I pop the perk because I ate a fake perk, but I'm a gremlin like Kodak. So Boosie, I hope he gets robbed again. He was just in Jacksonville for Duval Day, but that doesn't matter to me because he is one of the supreme generational coons of this era, and I think he needs to buck dance a little harder if he wants the pardon from Whitey. Okay. And I'll end my rant on that. So you have a wonderful show.
I appreciate
and
you,
New York, you have to answer for New York has to answer for their prideful zest monsters at the New York show, jumping on each other's back because that's New York-ish, right? All right, I'm out.
Yes, sir. Salute. Okay. All right. Sit tight in the queue. We're going to have an extended show here this morning. I'm doing research, and I want to talk about Boosie suing after paying for a presidential pardon, which is illegal. 600 bands. The nigga was sweet, if you ask me. A plate of food. I'm trying to do something illegal, and then what? Get up on Vlad TV and other platforms and run your goddamn nigga mouth? They probably saw him coming a mile away and said, oh, no, that nigga talks too much. Okay. All right. Hey, Deeds, thank you so much, my show producer. Deeds, she says, in 2023, Busta Rhymes went viral for throwing a drink at a woman named, I'm not going to say her name, who touched him on his buttocks without his consent in Las Vegas. Yes. Thank you, Deeds. Didn't his former assistant sue him for some alleged, I don't even know what it was, but a male assistant sued him for something once upon a time. I think the case was thrown out. Good morning, area code 708, talking about a few topics. Please watch the language. Are you there?
Oh, well, I would like to talk. Yes, I am.
Hey.
Well, I also want to talk about Boosie.
Yes, ma'am.
And, I think the Lord is doing his work with Boosie because
come on.
A couple years ago, Boosie was talking about this anti-no snitching thing. And he was saying that if you did a crime with a friend and your friend dies and the police come and it's snitching, if you be like, I ain't do it, my friend that's dead did it. And if you do that and still go home, it's considered snitching. Mm-hmm. So ain't this snitching? He ain't just suing. He's talking about a Ponzi scheme.
Come on.
So all that he was talking anti-snitching, if somebody did, because I know if I did a crime, somebody dead, and all I got to do is say the dead man did it, I'm going home.
Right.
But he was up there talking about that snitching. But ain't this snitching too? He's doing the Lord's work for all the people that say snitching is this and that. Look at him. He was so anti-snitch. You know what I mean? Like, I don't tell if you...
Stay with me. I appreciate the call. Stay with me. Is this snitching? Well, no one... No, hold on, baby. I'm going to go right back to you. I'm just mentally massaging this. I want to champion what you've just said. Is this snitching? Well, no one has been arrested as of yet.
Okay.
I don't. Hold on, baby. Hold on, please. We're having a conversation.
Okay.
I don't even know if there is a complaint that was filed. If there's a docket number, I don't know. I'm just going by what I see in trending news. Supposedly, he's suing. He may just be trying to kick up dust because he's bitter. He lost $600K. But to your question, is this snitching? This is worse than snitching. This is trying to get niggas lined up for something you knew was illegal. So I just wanted to say that. It's worse than snitching. It's trying to line niggas up. Go ahead.
Okay, so in his tweet, when he said there's 9 other people that you ran a Ponzi scheme on, that's not snitching.
It's
I don't feel like nothing wrong with it, but
baby.
coming from a person that stood on a mountain and
Baby, I'm agreeing with you. Hang on, I'm agreeing with you, but I'm saying it's even deeper than that. It's deeper because he's trying to get people put in jail. So that's what I'm saying. I agree with you, but he's now on some other shit, hoe ass shit. You follow me?
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, once he was wrong, because you can't pay for no pardon. That's illegal in itself. But just to stand, be a celebrity, and all these people looking up to you, and you giving them wrong advice, and then to get up years later when you're wrong and do that same thing that you said you should not do.
Right.
That's what I just never liked Boosie. I don't. I kind of enjoy this for him. Because people need.
I like him. He's a very
don't be everything.
He's a very entertaining coon. I like him. I like to see him sit up there with those goddamn raccoon eyes and get the smiling and talking and just all that goofy stuff. I like him. But okay, you were saying I wanted to let you land your plane.
That's pretty much it. I just feel like he was on his whole anti-snitch, don't do that, and then now the people can see that when anybody attorney so exactly what they said they wouldn't be. And he was a big anti-snitch and T.I. snitch because he told him his cousin. Well, I don't think that. He did all that. And you sitting up here talking about his 9 people that you done scammed in the Ponzi scheme. Sounds like snitching to me.
Yeah. Baby, before you go, I got to ask you this. Have you seen or heard the new Remy Ma track? It's called Put 'Em On.
No, I haven't. I don't listen to it.
Please.
Well, she's not a whole hopper.
I love it. When you get time, it's nice to see, somebody who
I hate spin that. I hate it with everything in me.
Baby, let me just finish and I'll go back to you. She has put in so much work, been through hell and high water, the penitentiary, a good man. The relationship dissolved, but that's beside the point. And she's trying to get back into the game, so to speak. It's called Put 'Em On. If you get time, check it out, okay?
I'll listen to it. I'll check it out.
Have a great day, darling.
You too.
Bye now. Okay. Everybody sit tight. I'm going to play the Remy Ma track. I've only met Remy one time, so I have no invested interest here other than, just looking at the video and saying, hey, go ahead, girl. Let me take another call here real quick. Area code 201. Good morning. Please watch the language. Are you there? 201.
Yes, I am. What's going on, Star? This Big Gene.
Hey, what's up?
Gene Deal.
Gene.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Which Gene? My homie Gene Deal or a different Gene?
No, your homie Gene Deal from Sue's Rendezvous that held you down.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
What's going on?
What's going on? It's been a while, man.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. Where do you want to start, Gene?
All right, I'm going to start with the Boosie thing. What he don't understand is what he did was illegal also. And I spoke about this on my show 2 days ago.
Promote your platform. Gene, promote your platform, please, early.
Yeah, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It's the Gene Deal Show. I got 3 books out now, Star. My World of Bodyguard and the Hip Hop Star. Also, I have Life After Death and Bodyguard and the Hip Hop Star.
Come on.
And I have The Downfall and Reckoning of Bodyguard and the Hip Hop Star. Before you even think about purchase, go on Amazon and see what people are saying about it.
Right.
They're remarkable. It's when a brother from the ghetto living out of Wellston, Missouri, go to college and learn how literature. I put literary quotes.
Okay.
I put Greek mythology, stories, and
well, listen, Gene, send me when time permits. Send me a link to your books. I'll put that in my community section, and I'll promote that for you free of charge.
I'm gonna have somebody do it because my old ass don't know how to do none of that link shit.
Okay.
But listen, if you can, please text me your address, and I want to send you all 3 books, brother.
I'm gonna text you right now.
All right, text me the address, and it'll get in the mail today.
Well, hold on. Stay with me. So do you want to go back to Boosie, or do you want to? Oh, gee, we got a couple things
with Boosie. Boosie don't understand what he did was illegal. you cannot, and the president cannot do any favors to a pardon. If you pay somebody to get a favor for the president to pardon you, you are also doing something illegal.
Right. Right.
You know, so by him even saying that he gave somebody $600,000 to do that, bro, you committed a crime.
It's a crime.
You committed a crime yourself. You know what I'm saying? How dumb can you be? And then you gonna go out and speak and say, "Yo, I gave you up," and you snitching on yourself.
Yeah.
You understand? So, well, the thing about it is that let's get it straight with snitching. Snitching, if you tell on somebody that you have no affiliation with, you understand?
Right.
And because you get yourself out of trouble. What he's doing is ratting. He's ratting on
right. Right.
because he sat there and got with these guys together. That's what you call ratting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we know what the CIA is. A person is being paid to bring in information. So he's a rat right now. He's a rat. He's ratting on the dudes that tried to commit a crime with him, and now he want to get his money back.
He's the worst type of nigga. The type of nigga who'll get up in a goddamn interrogation room and tell to avoid charges.
When he did the
nigga like Star.
When he ate off the plate with the people who did the crime himself.
Right.
So he's a rat right now when he's doing that. Point blank period. That's all it is, brother.
Hey, G,
I enjoy what you do.
No. Stay with me. Hold on a second. Did you discuss on your platform yet? Diddy has supposedly sold the mansion in what is it, Star Island for $55 million. Did you discuss that yet?
No, I didn't discuss that. What I was discussing is the fact that he had over 22 or 26 cases coming up in the next 2 months in court.
Okay.
And that about 8 of those cases were men talking about how they woke up and their vagina was hurting.
Allegedly, we have no proof. I have no knowledge of that.
Allegedly. Allegedly. This is what these men had put in their court documents.
Yeah. That
they woke up and after having a drink with him, they vagina was inflamed.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, so I know you and Diddy cool and the whole nine. Right.
Well, listen, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Goddamn, he's got to defend himself.
Not at all. But you know, I'm just telling you what I know. As far as his plane and his houses and some of his holdings, I knew about 6 months ago that they were going up for sale. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Can I say one more thing before you go? And I'm so glad you called, man. It's good to hear from you. And I wanted to speak on Busta Rhymes them and also, but you can go ahead, sir.
Okay. And I just sent you the text message with regards to my mailing address. You know, Diddy and I go back to the 80s, man. And I don't know if you and I ever discussed this, but he was anti-cocaine back when I knew him, back when he was
anti-drug theory.
He was an intern for Andre Harrell, and I was working at WIA.
Correct.
And sometimes I used to go to his dance rehearsals, and he was so anti-drug. So it broke my heart, man, to see that as he got older, and the accusations of cocaine and stuff like that, because he was so against that stuff, man. You know, and that's one of the things when that made me say, when he finally, you know, popped up, boom, I said, well, you know, he wasn't a druggie, you know. So I just want to say that, man, because you know his true character and his rise. So just want to say that.
Well, see, people don't understand this, and people, when you was around him, like I and some other people, and he did start using drugs when he got that opioid addiction from getting his wrist cut.
Okay.
You understand?
Right.
He couldn't get when they start monitoring those pills, and he couldn't get them like he used to.
Right.
You understand? He had to go to a stronger drug, or he had to go to a recreational drug that he could get hold to stop that pain. You understand? But then that brings on another behavior when you are using those recreation type of drugs.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And that behavior has caused him his downfall. I used to hear him always talk about Andre Harrell downfall and other people in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So my whole thing about it is drug and things that he was totally against had become his downfall.
Right.
You know, and for me to see him like I used to see him,
it hurt.
you know, until you know, it hurt, but it didn't hurt. You understand? Because I knew he had put people, and it's not allegedly.
Right.
I knew he had sent people at me to do something to me, but they couldn't.
No.
Wouldn't. You understand? So
I have no knowledge of that, Gene. I have to say that. That's hearsay. That's hearsay.
I suppose to have that knowledge.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I supposed to have that knowledge, and I had that knowledge. But anyway, let's get back. Let's get on to this zesty. Let's get on to these zesty cats, man, out here in New York City, bro.
Come on.
And it all comes out sometimes, man. They get so loose sometimes, they real character come out. You understand? Because ain't none of them hard like they try to portray. They hard in their music, hard in their lifestyle and everything like that. What you see right then and there, that's what they really are, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how they really are. You understand? And that's crazy.
Okay.
I did see the new Remy Ma video because I know Remy. I've been in the studio around Remy because of K Slay. Shout out to my man K Slay.
R.I.P. Huh? Come on.
You know, man, it was real close. So I've been around Remy and everything like that, and I've been to the apartment they used to stay in because I was one who did their home investigation for Remy to come out of jail.
Okay.
I did the investigation to the house. Okay. I was a New York State parole officer.
Okay.
So I know them personally. I'm glad that she continued to do her craft. She's not washed up. She's into that.
She looks and sounds great. Gene.
Yes.
I hate to cut you short. She don't.
Go ahead, bro.
No, she don't fuck with me. But if you happen to talk to her, you tell her that the hating ass nigga star. I love the new track. I love it. And I'm promoting it. All right.
all right, sir, man. Thank you for your time.
Yes,
man.
sir.
I appreciate you.
Salute.
All right. Peace. Salute.
Peace. Big Gene deal. Area code 713. Is that T?
Nah, this ain't T. This is me. You know what I'm talking about? Dope man from Philippines. I have to call in because you can't.
Dope man.
You know what, Star? Man, I can't stop laughing, man.
Come on.
I'm trying to be serious.
I'm
trying to be serious about it because I know you being Star right now. You know what I'm saying? You're going to kick Boosie back in. You're going to drag him. You're going to do everything to him, regardless of how you feel. So I understand that. But I got to bring it back.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
You just had the Bad Boys get off the phone. We all know what the Bad Boys been about, was about, and always going to be about.
Okay.
So, you Bad Boy, you was on the phone. You know, so you was getting that Boosie, but I'm going to stand them up. We got to understand Boosie got bodies.
Come on.
Not the P. Diddy bodies that Gene witnessed. We talking about the bodies, dead bodies. So we got to respect the man.
Well, dope man, let's say alleged because he's never been, to my knowledge, convicted. Marlo Mike, who supposedly, allegedly, was connected to Boosie. I don't think he's ever, quote unquote, said he was working for Boosie. So let's be careful. I don't want to slander or defame. I don't want to defame anybody. But go ahead.
I don't want to. I know you got the LLs. I mean, you know, I know you got the Snitch Network and all that. So I don't want to bring the feds around. So I apologize. But everything's alleged.
Come on.
You know what I'm talking about? But I just had to call in because, you know, the Bad Boy camp. You know, I didn't like how they was sitting down. No, you know, hey, man, the man did what he did. Let's just say that. Whatever that was all about, okay? He sat on death row. I got to give him credit for that.
Come on.
He came up out of death row.
Come on.
It was like a resurrection. You know, he came back to life out of death row. So we got to give him credit for that. Now, I understand the mentality. This is a street nigga that don't understand politics if it's to save his life. So for him, it was like buying a key, a pound. He saw the opportunity. He saw what Kodak Black ended up with. Kodak Black ended up with a pardon. So it was definitely available. You know what I'm saying? But we all know Trump ain't answering the phone for 600,000. He ain't gonna answer the phone. He's doing the billion move. Okay,
maybe 2.5. You could get a sit down. He does charge for sit downs, but yeah. Why didn't Boosie? I'm looking over my notes right here. Why didn't Boosie sit down with Bradford Cohen? That's who Kodak Black used. Hold on a second.
Okay,
Attorney Bradford Cohen, who had strong ties to the Trump administration, utilized his network to directly petition for the with regards to Kodak Black, pardon me. Yeah, got his sentence commuted. Why didn't he go that route? Why did he just give up $600K? I mean, in reality, dope man, I was nigga pennies. 600K.
Right. On the grand scheme of things, when you're talking about Trump, and I want to get something straight. Everybody talking about what's illegal and all that. Trump does what he want to do. So that don't, whether it was illegal or not, if it was done right, it might would have happened. So I don't want to hear this. It was illegal shit. Not with Trump. Excuse my language. That's not the situation here. Now he's definitely not gonna get a pardon because he didn't made it public. So he didn't screw himself from any administration from here on out. And they might consider looking at it because it is. I'm sure it's a crime. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't gonna better come back on that. So. That's all I want to do, man. I want Boosie comes from. He's got brought in the game by Pimp C. Mm-hmm. You know, he's done everything he was to do.
He got it out the mud. No ifs or ands or buts. But hang on, dope man. Can we agree? I'm not trying to kick his back in. You know, this is the objective perspective. I'm nobody's fan. But is the nigga talking too much?
Well, he might be. I really feel he is because I think he messed up all his chances of getting a pardon. Right. You know, he could have ran it back. He could have handled that however he was gonna handle it or count that 600 as a loss, or then came back for it later.
Right.
But him making it public like that, Trump ain't gonna jump in that. Just like P. Diddy situation. Right. You know what I'm saying? That we know Gene put him in jail, but I'm just saying. You know, that situation.
Easy. We have no proof of that. Slow down, man. Whoa. We going, man.
No, you got me going, man. I'm calling from my office over here at Smack DVD, man. I'm I remodeled the place over here, man.
I got your banner in my community section. Yeah. It should be the top banner. Go ahead and promote that before you go, man. Promote that.
Well, now, I'm just remodeling the office over here at Smack DVD, but see, the whole thing is I own the whole complex.
Right.
You know, the whole infrastructure is there. If everybody want to go and visit, it's a museum now. Mm-hmm. You know, it's at hooddvdera.com. You know, Hood Box Office is archived, and see, you have to understand, these is something that these guys should have held on to.
Cocaine City.
You know, I just seen DJ Drama say he made a big mistake about gangstergrills.com. Mm. But the thing is, it was a grill shop when I found it.
Okay.
So I had to push the buttons and get it back. So now it's back in the right hands of hip hop. So it's there.
Nice.
So Drama don't have to worry about it no more. And I know you know these guys, so if you
in passing,
your boys
in passing.
Oh, okay.
Passing, man.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm just like looking at the situation with Jim Jones. You know, we had our issues in the past. Mm-hmm. This is going back to the trash man situation where he said, well, we can't say that here. Damn. But people familiar with what Trash Man said Jim Jones paid him to do. Mm-hmm. But we're not going to repeat it here. But that's just what, okay, well, so that's where we come in at. That situation. So I don't want to speak on no gay stuff, but I had to call in and raise Boosie back up to, so people to understand who they talking about. He's a straight street nigga. I appreciate you, Star.
Yes, sir. Salute.
And I appreciate you promoting because we're going to run it back, but we want you to promote the archive, man.
Okay.
We want you to promote that. Because you're familiar with the URL.
Yeah.
You're familiar with Black
I'll get a show runner. I'll get a show runner tomorrow right down there, and I'll also utilize it along with pimpingken.net. You got me tomorrow. I got you.
Salute, Gene, man. I sent a letter to P. Diddy, man. I sent a letter to him. I've been writing them letters just to let him know, man. Y'all don't understand when y'all created a monster. Man, y'all thought the man was who he was. When he come out, it's gonna be a whole different story. So, Gene, I hope you got your money right. I'll talk to you later, Star.
Yes, sir. Salute.
Church.
Okay, church. Let's talk about it. Early research edition. Please watch the language. Good morning. Area code 812.
Yo, what's up, Star? It's ADO in Underhanded, Indiana.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she did the math. I mean, the song is tight. I mean, lyrically, she killed it. But, she's on the girly girl vibe, which back in the...
There are no lyrics, sir. This is not a track with bars. It's not one of those. There's no bars.
No, I'm saying, like, the lyrics, she's on point. But back in the day, she was anti that girly rap. But, times have changed. And like you said, she can't rap about shooting you in the stomach till you plummet to the depths of hell.
Yeah.
She can't rap about that with MOP features. Those days are gone.
Bills have to be paid.
Right.
Baby need new shoes.
Right. She doing the relationship rap. I'm a pretty girl now. Maybe a feature with Cardi B. Maybe the big old collab since maybe
on tour with Glorilla.
Yeah. She might do the Lady Marmalade remix. Bring that back with all the girls. Little Kim. She might send the troops to Little Kim all in. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that song's pretty dope. The song's pretty dope. I mean, it's a good vibe.
Okay.
Before
you go, sir, you sound like a New York nigga. Yes, no, maybe?
I say what?
You sound like a New York nigga. Yes, no, maybe?
No, Underhanded Indiana, man. All day, every day.
You did say that. Any thoughts on Jim Jones and Busta Rhymes? It looked like they had a special moment, a soft embrace. Any thoughts?
Man, hey, I mean, we see what it looked like. I mean, every time Busta Rhymes in the video, he always hugging somebody and bringing them close and whispering and real close to somebody.
Okay.
Telling them, you know what I mean? Whispering sweet nothing vibe. You know what I mean? That whispering sweet nothing type energy. Okay. So,
all right.
He's been on it 5 times. So
I appreciate
don't know.
the call.
I mean,
appreciate the call, sir.
Yeah, salute.
Thank you. So, okay. Area code 860. Good morning. Please watch the language. 860.
Hey now, it's Bethy. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on,
It's
girl?
Sister Bethy.
Hey.
Listen, now she's still beautiful.
Yeah.
You get your laugh on. She's still beautiful. It's all ever. But listen, we're gonna keep it a buck.
Come on.
That song was garbage. Nice little beat. But she's a senior citizen just like me. She need to retire and pass the baton. She's too old. I'm 59.
Okay.
And I still look good too. But she need to pass the baton to the millennials. Come on. She's too old. I didn't.
Can I ask what area you're calling from, dear? What area you calling from?
I'm Connecticut all day.
Gun Wave in New Haven. Where at in Connecticut? Blood Sport. Where at? Hello?
Wait, we got a delay. What did you say, sweetheart?
You said Connecticut. I said where at? Blood Sport, Gun Wave in New Haven, Hartford. Where at in Connecticut?
Oh, I'm actually in the middle. I'm in Middletown.
Okay.
Right in the middle. It's right after New Haven.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm not here.
But I was born and raised in Bridgeport.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm not trying to make the case for Remy Ma. I mean, I have no I have no interest in this particular track, its success or not. But, she lost a lot of years, 8 years in the penitentiary. So in reality, she's trying to play catch up. Yeah, the marriage fell apart. I don't know her finances, but aside from being an older woman, do you think it's right there with the Spend That and these other tracks by Glorilla that the younger generation wants to hear?
Well, not coming from her. I mean, and I understand about her, comeback, difficulties in her life. We all have them. But I just think that if she was going to come out with something it should have been something explosive, and that wasn't. That was very, very low level, entry level for me.
Okay.
But anyway, you have a wonderful day.
Thank you, darling. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, appreciate the call. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here's a man that's going to break it down. Peace to the Most High.
Oh, peace.
Peace. Take your time. I got plenty of time this morning. This is a research edition. What do you want to start, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to speak on the Remy Ma song.
Come on.
I'm not feeling it. I'm disappointed in her. I get it. I understand where you coming from. It's totally understandable in terms of following a quote-unquote successful formula that might be winning now or might have been winning the last, decade maybe or whatever the case. But at the end of the day, actually, she has some good lines in there. Her verses were witty, and I get it. So I'm not going to hate on that. Okay. The chorus was super garbage, very, very remedial, very demo type. I expected that type of hook from somebody who's trying to get their demo out there and they not experienced and whatever the case. But I definitely always thought she was a above level lyricist. She was definitely one of the best female rappers I ever heard in terms of having bars on like the wittiness and the street vibe. I felt like she was legitimate and not trying to talk overly tough. Like she really knew how to craft bars and her rhyme schemes and whatever. So I'm going to give her credit for being a dope lyricist. And I'm not even mad at the actual bars in the verses. But overall, it's disappointing, man. Like I feel like I think there is such a thing as age appropriate music. And what I don't like too is the culture, the hip hop culture is again like black culture now. So, and what hip hop is mostly degenerate behavior represents hip hop instead of all the phases and facets that it could represent. So mainstream or even what some of these more successful artists portray themselves as I don't really see a lot of growth in who they were in their 20s and who they are now. And my personal opinion is if you're a true artist, your music should reflect who you are at the point that you're making the music, and you should be able to be creative enough to talk about parenthood. I don't care, not to be funny, but even if you got to come out with a better way to speak about if you want to talk about menopause, let's say, and I'm dead serious, could you talk about that and help other women identify with your struggle or whatever the case is? I think that's creative. And even if that sounds crazy or corny, talk about something else, man. Women in their 40s, 50s or whatever talking about getting flued out and just, degenerate 20-year-old, 19-year-old behavior, man. I'm not with that, man. I'm disappointed. Can
I jump in the Most High? And I appreciate the call, and I like for you to to share your thoughts with us. You're a very knowledgeable man. How old is she now? Is she 50 yet? Do we know?
Nah, not off the top of my head, but she got to be in her mid-40s.
Okay. Does that even matter now? Never mind the 80s, but we know that hip hop died decades ago. What we've got now is a genre of rap music, and anybody can make their way through it. Tethers, other cultures. To my knowledge, Remy Ma is foundational Black American. Yes, no? I forget.
I'm going to say yes, because I don't know I've never heard anything other than that. I pretty much follow her career from the beginning.
I could be wrong, but why not uplift someone such as herself? We know she's been through the penitentiary. We know she's trying to play catch up. And this is the hater, somebody who used to get at her. Not a player hater, but objectively speaking. Is the song hurting anybody? It's a formula-driven song. And we know, or if you don't know, I'm sure you know, that hip-hop, modern hip-hop that came out of New York, originally out of the South, if you know hip-hop, if you know hip-hop, here's microphone check to break it down about the origins of hip-hop.
Yeah.
But out of the New York tri-state, it was preteens and teens. So in reality, anybody by the time they were 25 were considered Old school. Old school.
That's a good point.
You know, washed. And I'm just trying to say, objectively speaking, again, why not give her a pass? Let's see what the song does. But why tear her down? You see, I'm not going to take part in young, proud to be ignorant, young people who have no knowledge, no knowledge of self. I'm not going to be a part of them just tearing somebody down just because they're not educated. I just want to say all that. Go ahead.
I mean, I totally get that. And I'm always going to obviously respect your objectivity. That's why we're here. But my thing is that I feel like artistry was lost and has been lost. And even for the most part, especially I think she might have felt like for a woman, and I don't want to speak for her, obviously, but I feel like for a woman, she might feel like there's not a real market for female MCs with bars, so she's not going to go over the top, you know, trying to get lyrical miracle and all that. But I do feel like even her old songs that and you may not want to go back that far, but in terms of her making songs like the one she just made, I felt like Conceited was a better song. I felt like the joint she did with Fat Joe and them, Take Me Home, a couple of years ago, or a decade ago, that was better. So I feel like she made better songs, and I feel like she made this song to stay relevant within the cesspool of what rap music is now. Okay. And I don't feel like she needed to do that. Like I said, I don't think the bars are that bad. She's still witty. She still knows how to craft her bars that make sense and that apply to the topic of what the song is. But other than that, I think it was just like a regular. It was a cookie cutter attempt to try to do and to try to capitalize on the energy that's out there now.
Okay.
And basically, I think that they're promoting. I think nowadays they're not the mainstream media or where we at right now in pop culture. They, especially in the Black community, they're not promoting maturity. They're not promoting growth in any way. Pause if that's a pause. So at the end of the day, like, again, there's real life situations that if you're creative enough,
understood,
you should be able to make a song about and let that be a hit song. But I don't think people are even challenging themselves to even.
I'm going to let you have the last word on that, but I do need you on the Jim Jones, Busta Rhymes, soft embrace, the Most High. Could you please address that, please?
So it's not, listen, man, like this happened one other time with Busta Rhymes, and I'm not trying to expose, but these are situations that made their way to social media and did become memes or were spoken on. The time he ran in the West Side Gun and he was having some type of heartfelt, discussion with him about, homie, you done made it far and this and that and the third. And I was like, yo, bro, I've never been with an acquaintance or homie, somebody I just met or whatever. I never had no conversation with no other male like that ever in my life, nor would I. So that energy right there, unfortunately, might lay credence to what people been saying about Busta, and it's just compromising positions.
Is that some New York shit, man? Because,
No, absolutely not.
Hold on.
Absolutely not.
Hold on, the Most High. Okay. We've seen how Busta operates. Busta. We've seen how he operates. But, Jim Jones was a nigga with the scarf around his neck, and they had the one hand up, and the nigga had the fucking Kool-Aid smile. That was a Kool-Aid smile. He was in a moment in time. He was locked in,
man.
And he posted the video. That's a New York shit, man.
Nah, man. And listen, this is my thing, right? Especially with Jim, you talking about scarves and all that. Remember, this is somebody who is overly into, he's very much into fashion in every aspect.
Yeah.
So once you start, in my opinion, once you start caring too much about how you look, and there's nothing wrong with taking a shower, bath, being well groomed, having a haircut, all that. You know what I'm saying? Your clothes being neat. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you start investing too much time, especially as a male, into fashion, that in and of itself might cause people to wonder, where your loyalties lie in terms of like house. You know what I'm saying? So, but nah, I'm gonna right now. I'm gonna speak for all New Yorkers. This is not a New York thing. This is an isolated incident, and the world of celebrities and rappers nowadays is something that is foreign to the regular average New Yorker who just want to wear his Timbs and wear his kicks and go about his business. You heard?
All right. I appreciate you, the Most High.
Yo, appreciate you, God.
Peace. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's that New York shit, you know? Pants sagging, Timbo's dragging. Uh, 1051, peace. I got your donation on the screen. Thank you for being a member, sir. I'm just speaking from a business standpoint. I don't have to, you know who produced the Remy Ma track, what rhyme she said on the third verse. It's all formulas, with regards to getting songs charted and stuff like that. That was my specialty for well over 13 years of my life before you ever heard of me on radio. And there's certain songs that, an artist will put out to say, hey, let's see if this resonates. I can get back on tour. I'm going to lose fans, but maybe I'll gain some new fans. I can keep eating. Thank you for your comments. Comments are put on the screen with Cash App or your donations. Okay. What else did I want to say? I don't think I'm not going to play that again because I'm sure that will be a copyright issue, but check it out if you care to. Okay. I'm not going to play a news video with regards to Lil Boosie asking Trump for a pardon, but just for more context, he has been out there for a number of years making public statements. And let me just say this with regards to anybody, I know if you're younger and you're born into the bullshit, the matrix, as we call it, it's normal to you. But there's a lot of things that you just have to keep to yourself and not share with the masses, and you will see that you will benefit in the long run. Does that make sense? There's many times I could run to X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, and I could say something about my whereabouts, what I'm doing. But as you get older, you would look like a goofy doing that. And I realize that at 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm laughing at, those chair pulling pranks, I still watch those. Just want to say that. Area code 917. Good morning. Please watch the language. Are you there? 917.
Good morning. Good morning. Peace, starters. D-Mac. Good morning.
Peace. How are you, sir? What do you want to start?
Excellent. Hey, respectfully, I like to smoke a pack. I'm gonna take my time and smoke a pack on Buster and Jim Jones for a minute.
Let's go.
If the chat, give me some mercy, man. I'm about to go in on these dudes, man. Yo, Buster, man. First of all, Buster, he's from my old neighborhood. He comes from East Flatbush. That's where he's from. And right now, Buster making Brooklyn look bad. We took an L, and I'm glad FBJ started it off because FBJ was right.
Okay.
We got to kick his back in, bro. We got to kick his back in because, see, Buster has been acting real suspect over the last few years. His behavior, you mentioned you threw a drink at a lady because she touched him. And any regular man that, gets touched by a female, I don't see why you're going to get offended and give, all out of pocket with it. If anything, see if you could get a feel back and move on and handle your business. But Buster comes across mad zesty, all right? And then not only with the zestiness, he had the nerve to come out of pocket talking about Black American culture. He's been doing this for quite a few years lately. He's been getting out of pocket with his behavior, right, out of pocket with what he's talking about
very reckless with regards to black people. And I'm just paraphrasing. He did an interview years ago where he said, they ain't got no culture. That's what he said. They ain't got no culture.
But my question is, you're going to say, how you going to say that when I know the history of when a lot of the Caribbeans would come into New York back in the days in the 70s, the 80s, they adapted to who? Black Americans. So if you're adapting to Black Americans, what are you adapting to? The culture of how Black Americans behave or how they do. So you can't come out here saying we don't have culture when you came in and tried to assimilate with the culture. So that's number one.
Listen, I don't mean to cut you short, but I got to keep it real with you, sir. You're not a member, correct? I'm looking at your information.
I am a member.
Oh, you are? Okay.
No, I am a member.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
I'm in the chat too. I'm in the chat.
Okay. But listen, I want to get right to the video. Was this, just an honest moment in time? They shared a moment, or was this more? It looked zesty and sus. Yes, I mean, and Jim Jones, he laughed about it. He took the video down. Is this a nothing burger? Honestly,
yo, Stark, man to man, let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. Any dude behind you, how you feeling about that? I'm not with that. You're not going to be back riding me.
I'm not with
You're not back riding. Yo, he was back riding, son. He was back riding. He had his hook. He had his hook in his back pocket. He probably told Jim Jones to turn his belt buckle around so he could put his hook between the butt.
Easy, sir. That's all alleged hearsay. Easy. Man.
I'm just saying, you don't let a dude stand behind you, cheesing and smiling, talking about I'm on my New York-ish, right? Looking crazy with a crazy facial expression, okay? And then you talking about, yo, you with this, you with that, and you supposed to be God body. Buster came up with God body, being of the culture. He should know better. So that's what I'm saying.
So I have to jump in. You say you're a member in the live chat. You're a member.
I am a member.
Okay.
Let me
hang on. Stay with me. Stay with me. I appreciate the call. If memory serves me correctly, you say East Flatbush. Busta Rhymes moved to Long Island at the Uniondale when he was about 10 years old. So he spent more years in Long Island, right? Was it Uniondale?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I'm glad he left East Flatbush.
Right.
He left East Flatbush and he reps LI. But he come from East Flatbush.
Right.
I know Busta. I know the area.
Right.
But yeah, I'm in your group chat as Don't Believe Media.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm a member.
I just wanted to say that because maybe it was just two guys, two homies. Yo, that's my nigga. Yo, I died for this nigga. One of those types of New York guys. That's always been. Hold on. New York is the modern day birthplace of hip hop. It's also the birthplace of Banji Boys. Do you know true hip hop history? Before they were called Homo Thugs, they were Banji Boys, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
I'm Gen X. So I'm well familiar with that.
Okay. So Banji Boys, maybe that's what we saw. I'm not trying to clown their moment, but to me it was a special moment. But go ahead and land your plane. I appreciate the call. Go ahead.
I just wanted to land my plane with, Buster. He been taking L's. He looking crazy, looking zesty. Jim been on his Max B, talking reckless.
Gotcha.
With all kind of stuff with the hip hop, and both of them seemed like they was enjoying a man to man moment. That's all I could say with it.
Loving it.
They look happy. They were smiling. They look happy.
They were happy. Yeah. Salute, sir. Salute. Yeah, they were loving the moment. Chaka chaka cha. Is anybody offended by this new superhero called Captain Durag?
You just gonna stand there all day like a bunch of soggy laundry? Help a brother out. A little flipping. Hold all that laundry tight. You gotta dip in. Then put these out of sight. When you're training to defeat the clutter, you need to whip it right. Let me introduce myself.
Captain Durag, bring it superhero funk. Captain Durag, cleaning up that evil junk. If you're out there doing
This is Disney, guys. Disney. Captain Durag.
wrong, and you hear this funky song, watch out for Durag. He eats bad guys for lunch. Flip it, dip it, whip it.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Me too, AJ. I feel like a new rabbit. I usually only feel that way on my birthday, you know.
Flip it, dip it, whip it.
There's more where that came from, Super Duper AJ.
Then let me at it. I feel like a lean, mean, cleaning machine. Flip it, move the laundry in its place. Then you dip it and put these toys away. It's easy to defeat the clutter when you whip it up this way. Let's groove and clean it up.
Captain Durag, bring it superhero funk. Captain Durag, cleaning up that evil junk. If you're out there doing wrong, and you hear this funky song, watch out for Durag.
Phone lines are open. Captain Durag. Now, this came out in February. Black History Month. I'm not mad at this, but then again, I don't have biological children. I've got, hundreds, possibly thousands of beautiful troll babies. So I can't say that I feel some type of way about this. Yes, is it, hi, Lana. Yes, Disney. Google it. Do you think Disney's doing too much? To my knowledge, this is still a popular platform or the show. It's called Hey AJ. Hold on a second. Area code 510. Sit tight. I'll be right there. Sit tight. Be looking at the live chat. Okay.
So the other day I got a...
Okay. Yes, we're going to have this discussion here early today. Area code 510. Good morning. Please watch the language. Are you there?
What's going on, Star? Sir Shy, Oaktown, California.
Hey, man. How are you, Sir Shy?
Everything good. Yeah, to watch the language. Yeah, Captain Durag. I was born in the late 80s, so when it comes to cheesy African-American programming, I grew up on Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. It's just nothing but an updated version of the Brown Hornet segment, if anybody remembers that in the chat. But I enjoyed those cartoons, whether it was Zoom, Electric Company with Bill.
I was on Zoom. Zoom was not a cartoon. I was on that show one time.
Well, like education. Oh, yeah, you're right. I remember that. Yeah. Electric Company, Sesame Street, which technically was intended for young Black youth. I mean, the show looks like Harlem. So
hold on a second. Hold on, Sir Shy, but we're talking about a cartoon. Let's take Sesame Street and Zoom off the table. Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids was the 70s, to be precise. But now,
yes.
I grew up in some of the most violent cartoons ever known to mankind. Speedy Gonzales, Wile E. Coyote, Elmer Fudd with the shotgun. Bang!
Yeah.
Violent.
They're putting dynamite in the mouth.
Dynamite sticks in people's ears. So I can't sit here and say, "Oh, this is out of control. This has got to stop." So I have to ask. Is this really that bad, Captain Durag on Disney?
It's a bit coonish. It's innocent. Would I want my niece or nephew watching it? Probably not, because, Martellus Bennett, you're a foundational Black American. Like, what are you thinking, man? And the show's illustrator, Camille Corbett. Now, don't get me wrong. She's a fine Jamaican sister, but no offense, but her tether self is just, twerking and pee-popping and then turns around trying to give FBA this Captain Durag. Nah, it's worse than Captain Underpants.
Okay.
So it's something I really can't feel.
Okay. I hear you loud and clear. Is it damaging in any way, shape, or form? I mean, it's not like some of the other things that I just mentioned, which were again violent, and you go outside and you want to emulate some of the things that we used to see. Again, anvils getting dropped on people's heads. Bang!
Yeah.
I mean, that was crazy. Cartoons of the 70s, I think that may have been the most violent period because everybody had guns. Yes, no?
Yeah,
Or was that before your time?
That was my time. Tom and Jerry, Rocky and Bullwinkle, tying people up to railroad tracks. I mean,
yeah,
that was some crazy stuff in hindsight. But the comedy was a lot funnier. But yeah, this Captain Durag, yes, it's innocent, but when you have a Jamaican tether and a former NFL player combined, it's just the corn levels over 10,000. It's not something I would want my kids or nieces and nephews watching.
I hear you. Hang on a second. I hear you with that whole tether FBA thing, but until FBA, Foundation of Black Americans, get some more political allies and do something other than just, trolling on the internet, maybe we should look at this for what it is. Is this just a business move by somebody who's quote unquote black, and is it that damaging?
I mean, they're not really teaching us how to read and write. It's just kind of low key. This is how to recycle. Throw away your trash. I'm like, nah, my dude. We have other TV shows that cartoons that teaches us how to read and write. Recycling is normal stuff. But I mean, if you like it, I love it.
Whoa, are you what? You sound like Gangsta Love. What's going on? Are you?
Taking a shot?
Taking a shot?
No. I agree with Gangsta Love on that part. That was just my saying. Okay. But I just don't get me wrong. She's hot. You guys got to look her up. Camille Colbert. She's a fine Jamaican sister, but she doesn't know the culture. She's like another Kamala. And Kamala is from the crib, so Okay. Oh
Great
well.
to talk to you, Sir Shy.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Yes, sir. Okay. Anything else with Captain Durag? Yes, no? Maybe it's not that big of a deal, but I'm glad I could put it on the table. Somebody sent me that video. I forget who. Came out again back in February. But you know what? I'll take the Captain Durag cartoon over black men in high heels. That I can't sit by quietly and say nothing. And I'm really glad that era is over. Hopefully it's over. Okay. All right. Thank you for your Cash App support. Alejandro, good to see you, sir. Okay. I'm going to skip this other video here. I would now like to open the floor up with regards to the sad reality. If there is new information. Nolan Wells. Are you guys up to speed that Jasmine Crockett is now speaking up? And she's bringing race into the equation. I think race should be brought into the equation until, evidence is presented or found. Pardon me, where's the hold on, where the hell's my guy? Here it is, Jasmine Crockett. This is an interview she did on TMZ. In case you did not see it.
Yes. All right, Congresswoman, I wanted to get your thoughts on the Nolan Wells investigation. Some people feel like it's racially motivated. What do you think?
I mean, I think that specifically as Black Americans in the United States right now, we are always going to question whether or not there is a racial motivation, but also if you know the history of Mississippi, I think that you'd have to be blind not to question potentially what is happening, especially in the case of an 18-year-old who ends up deceased without his cell phone, without any communication whatsoever with anybody, prior to ending up deceased, and he was out with his Caucasian friends, and then law enforcement tells everybody there's no foul play to be suspected. Now, a blind man could see that there's something to investigate, and so I want to applaud the legal team, Ben Crump and his team, as well as his parents, for not giving up and accepting no as an answer.
Well, let me jump in right there. First, let me say her wig looks better, right? Her lace front, it's blending in nice up at the top of her head. Also, I don't know who this person is on the screen, but I hope you're joking. Reverend Al Sharpton, they're talking about marching. I hope you're trolling. Let's get that out of here. Oh my goodness. In the words of Jay-Z, aren't we past kneeling and marching?
Sounds like you think it is racially motivated.
I absolutely think that I can tell you that we don't have any answers. But if you think that race is not something to look at, then you are not really trying to investigate.
So what do you think?
Well, I mean, you know me. I'm a civil rights lawyer. I mean, I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at the fact that these white kids deleted their social media accounts. It's not like they sat down and talked to law enforcement. It's not even like law enforcement decided that they wanted to sit down and talk to them. They decided, oh, the little black boy ended up dead without his cell phone, without his friends, going and telling his parents, oh yeah, we got the cell phone. They got to go and track down the phone and find the phone. It looks like a racial thing to me, but hey, maybe we'll find out that it wasn't.
Well, what's interesting is we had his football coach on our TV show today, and he said that there was never any racial tension between any of the students or anything like that. So, I mean, that kind of points that maybe this wasn't racially motivated.
I mean, I can't say what even the cause of death really is. We know that there's an independent autopsy that's going on. But I can tell you that race is absolutely playing a role. What role? Whether it had to do with his death, whether it had to do with the fact that maybe your friends left you to die, or your friends didn't care that maybe you did die. I do believe that there's a racial component, or if it's just in law enforcement not feeling as if Nolan Wells was worthy of an actual investigation, but instead decided that there was no foul play, seemingly with no evidence, without talking to any witnesses. That to me is where there are racial components to this for sure.
Let me stop right there. See, I like the way she's speaking right now. That's the Jasmine Crockett who I remember from years ago. She ain't doing all that sister girl thing, you know? She's talking that lawyer talk. I like it. Let me look in the live chat. Yes, no, maybe? Now that's a lawyer talking right there. And his, you know, whether they were his friends or associates, the ones who, you know, deleting their social media accounts or putting them on private, they should be questioned if they have not been already. What are you hiding?
But I will not say that I know for sure that race played a role in his death.
Are you in the camp of if Nolan was white and his friends were...
Yeah.
Okay.
The friends, listen, they would have absolutely been under the jail with no questions asked first.
Really?
But for sure.
Okay.
We already know this. Like, we know how, I mean, think about it this way.
You're saying it's a done deal. If Nolan was white, his friends would be...
If Nolan was white, they would be in jail. They would ask questions later. It is the same thing that they do with anything else. When you look at law enforcement and how law enforcement treats a black person in general, a black person with no gun, they somehow get so scared that they end up dead. But you end up taking, say, a white racist killer who decided to go into a church and gun down a bunch of folk. They took Dylan Roof with no problems. We know that he was a known killer at the time, right? So, like, they fear black skin, and they treat black skin a lot differently when it comes to the criminal justice system.
You know, I'm sure some people out there will look at this and maybe think...
can we get a white person to call in and say black people are racist and... this is a bunch of hogwash. Stop with the victim mentality. Let me look in the live chat. This shows the objective perspective. Jasmine Crockett cooking. She's cooking right now. Has she gotten her stuff together since the Hispanic and the Latinas rejected her down there in Texas? Let's finish up.
like Jasmine Crockett doesn't know what
Oh, I
she's
know, but
talking
I
about.
know.
So to them, you have to say what?
They will walk a day in my shoes. That's what I have to say. I have lived it. I have seen it. I am someone who has been in the courtroom as a trained attorney doing criminal defense work as well as civil rights work. I know what bad policing looks like. I know what it looks like when communities are consistently under siege. And frankly, if you don't understand that we have race issues in this country, when just in 1 week, ICE has gunned down 2 people that they allegedly weren't even looking for, then you're not paying attention. They only did that because they were brown.
Okay, back in the building from my midday break. Thank you for your patience, okay? All right, I want to address a few things before we get back into the show. Boosie suing after paying for a presidential pardon that never happened. $600,000 is what he's claiming he's spent. He's now tagging people on social media, asking them, can they speak up, say something? It's just... he's a rat. And I have no problem with him being a rat. I'm a rat. Star spelled backwards is what? Rats. But he seems to be going down the path of being a hypocrite and, trying to include other people and bring in law enforcement to get people arrested aside from his supposed lawsuit. Let me look in the live chat. Guys, has anybody seen the Boosie complaint? Is there a docket number on an actual complaint, or is he just talking? Has he gone back to Vlad TV? I'm sure he will, to try and get parts of that $600K back, or $300K, whatever it is. And technically, he doesn't even need the pardon now because he was given community service. I forget his whole legal quagmire. Anyway, okay, let me get back to my show here, guys. Also, that's my email address on the screen for promotion. Custom promotion is what I do here. Live reads and other things. Showrunner, as you can see, community section, and we also send you analytics as well, all right? Let me get to this video here. I found this to be informative, pardon me. 4 days ago. I should have asked Sir Shai. This is out on the West Coast. There's a restaurant, and I think this is going to pick up nationwide because, there's a certain element, if we're going to be honest, that, should not be in certain restaurants just turning up, doing what they're doing. Here we go.
Okay, trending tonight, going out to dinner with your kids can be challenging. We're learning about a restaurant near San Francisco getting a lot of attention for its strict policy about kids. Kevin Koh spoke with the owner about why he did it.
Chez Shui means House of Shui in French, located in Foster City, run by Yo-Yo Shui and his family.
I see inviting people like you to my restaurant as inviting my guests and into my home. I expect people to treat that with the respect that visiting someone's home would entail.
So imagine your home eating dinner.
There's a child lying there getting changed, getting their diapers changed, right next to another customer who looked mortified.
The sight and smell ruined most appetites that night, but it was just one of several incidents Shui paid the price for. That's why he implemented this new policy, shown on their menu. It asks parents to ensure children remain seated, and any unruly behavior could get the whole table kicked out. Parents are also financially liable for all damage caused by their children. One incident cost a parent $327 for a smashed credit card machine, while another for about $5 after a kid smashed a teacup on the ground.
It's about the principle. I have $5. It's not about that $5 broken teacup. It's about the fact that you came into here not respecting the rules. You let your child play around. They cause some sort of damage. You should be directly responsible. A lot of people very quietly tell me that they support this policy because they don't want to be seen as nosy or, disruptive to other parents.
That's not the case for Jacqueline Grubb, who came to the restaurant for the first time after learning about the policy.
So when someone actually stands up and says something like this, it's admirable. And we need more of him throughout the United States being that way. and he can actually cook good food.
For example, this was a Chuck E. Cheese, we wouldn't have the same expectations, but I'm just letting people know, hey, maybe there was a misunderstanding. You can't blame the kids. You really can't blame the kids. Kids are kids. Kids will be loud. Kids will cry. It's okay, but it's up to the parents to make the appropriate response.
It may seem bold in an industry where the customer is always right. But at the House of Shui, the hope is to put proper parenting back on the table.
We're speaking on behalf of the customers who cannot say the unspoken, and we're speaking on behalf of restaurants who cannot put forth such a blunt and unpolished message to the public. We're just really, we're happy to start a conversation. This is...
Now, in my opinion, this is going to roll out into other areas. Right now, they're talking about children, but it's going to get to a point where, young adults and things that just make it not desirable for other patrons. Sit tight in the queue. I'm coming to the phones, but let me just finish up with this.
Clearly, we've touched a nerve.
I've heard of some crazy things in restaurants, but changing a baby's diaper in an eatery around others, that does seem
like it draws
crazy.
a line.
Yeah.
I see both sides. Like I see, where he's coming from, that like you need to be able to, take care of your kids and make sure they're respectful to your property, because that's what it is. It's your property. But at the end of the day, kids are kids.
Kids are kids. But as I said to Topper earlier, kids are going to be kids. They're going to break things. They're going to throw things. They're going to yell, run around. It comes down to the parents. You can't be a passive parent. You have to let them know you can't behave this way in public. You're disturbing others. And as I said, if my kid was bad, we're staying home.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get you up out of there. Phone lines are open. Area code 302. Good afternoon. Are you there? 302.
Mr. Troy Star Terrain. Good afternoon, sir.
Mr. Saunders, how are you, sir? Where do you want to start? A few topics on the table.
I want to talk about this latest topic. I like this policy.
Okay.
Children shouldn't be unruly, and that's the essence of private property. And you're able to govern how you want your establishment to be taken seriously.
Okay.
And if you want to put in policies that people think are controversial, let them think it's controversial, as long as it's your business.
Okay. Are you a person who goes out to restaurants and other things of that nature?
Yes, I do. Are you familiar with First Watch?
Somewhat, sort of. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, it's really a brunch place. It has really great brunch food, breakfast and lunch.
Is that a chain? Is that a chain? What is that? Sounds familiar.
I think it is a chain. I think it is a chain. Yes.
So you frequent that?
Am I being
that place?
Yeah, absolutely. And they have standards. You're allowed to have kids and stuff like that, but they can't be unruly. They can't. I always seen kids being very well behaved and on their best behavior.
Okay.
So I have to say about that. Also, another chain, a few chains: Dickey's, Barbecue Pit, and Mission Barbecue. That's mainly geared towards the military crowd.
Okay.
They have really good, I always see them. They have the cleanest restaurants. They enforce the guidelines for children, and I always see them being well behaved as well.
What about some type of precautions or policies with regards to young blacks? Because listen, we have to be honest with regards to dining and dashing. Would you be okay with some type of policy that says, based upon our observation, we reserve the right to ask for a $300 deposit in advance before you sit down?
I do. I agree with that. I agree with that. Sure. A private organization. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. You look like the type that will run out,
Exactly.
You got weaves and slides, niggas in bulletproof, skinny jeans. We're just a little concerned. We would like a $400 deposit. If not, then this is not the place for you. Come on.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, put in a deposit, $300, $400, something like that, just in case y'all want to wild out and go crazy. You want to, get the bucking and inside the eatery.
some unruly black woman. She'll eat 3/4 of a goddamn meal and say that was nasty. I don't want to pay for that. And then you got to call police, and then the whole restaurant, has to suffer. You would be okay with that?
I would not. I would be okay with her being not the word audited, but the word you just used. You said in advance. Do something else in advance.
Deposit. We're just taking preventive measures. It's not.
Yes, preventive measures.
It's not
That's right.
racism.
That's right. Yeah, I agree with that.
We have to protect the integrity of this stuff. So, okay.
Absolutely. And that's why we need to have all private property. All establishments need to say, "Hey, I don't like you're black. I don't want you here. I don't like you because you're white. I don't want you here." That's why I say we need to have private property. That's why the Civil Rights Act was a joke, because it ushered in an era of not being able to decipher who you want to be in your establishment.
Yeah. Well, that video that I just played wasn't necessarily focused on young black people. I was just trying.
No.
I was reaching in a sense to see how you would feel.
Yeah, I got you.
If those particular policies were put in place, with regards to, again, dining and dashing. Okay. Hey, man, any thoughts on Boosie supposedly suing? I have not seen a complaint yet, but any thoughts?
Boosie's trying to get his weight up. I think it seems like he's trying to get his weight. He's trying to get back into the Vlad TV circle, I guess. I don't know. It just seems that, it seems like he could be headed back to the penitentiary, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because that bribery is a federal offense, is it not?
Yeah, he's admitting to partaking in a alleged crime, and if the case moves forward, then possibly the Department of Justice could step in. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but if there's a lawyer who wants to call in, I mean, he's alluding to paying for something that by law is not obtainable. So, in a sense,
absolutely,
it could be some type of, I don't know, conspiracy to help me out, troll babies, solicit for legal activity from a government office. That could be a hell of a charge.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. And the thing is that, with Trump in office, he's open to allow people to get out of jail or get out of prison, get out of, of course, federal cases, not the state cases, but he's open to have that happen. Look at what Kodak Black did. He almost fumbled himself, coming out and going right back in prison. Like, you just got freed, man. You just got, what do you get? Was it commuted? Can't remember, something like that.
Kodak Black, yeah, got his sentence commuted. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Everything else good,
just for instance, I got this businesswoman chapter 4 coming on, so you can go to chapter 4 and then go back to the other page and look at the other chapters.
Okay. Send me an email when you get time so we can get that in the community section. I appreciate you, Skylar.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Okay, Skylar Saunders tapping in. Darius, I got your email. No, Darius, the Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt Platinum Plaque was sold. Gone. I only had 2. I might be able to get another one. But if you're emailing me with, nigger pennies, please don't waste my time, sir. I have a couple of 100, possibly close to 300 gold and platinum plaques. Most of them I got when I worked at the record labels in the 80s and the 90s. And then when I got to radios, when I started getting the rap and the hip hop plaques, but they're all RIAA certified. I do have, what did I come across the other day? Jay-Z American Gangster. Now that's a big plaque. You interested in that, Darius? 10 bands. Where's my email address? 10 bands. Jay-Z American Gangster. Hard to find. Okay, there's my email address on the screen. Darius. Don't waste my time. I don't hear about, oh, I'm going to get back to you when I get my money up. Miss me with the nigga nonsense. Okay. Let's get back to business here. All right. So the video that I spoke about, the story earlier, this is a little concerning. Well, wait. Before I get to the video, let me bring on one of my good friends who's racist, you know, and that's okay if he's racist. Rory.
Stop.
How are you?
It's okay if he's racist. It's okay if everybody's racist.
Aren't we all?
We live in a racist country.
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all? Yes. Join the party. Come join the party. As long as you got a visa,
right,
and you're willing to pay the fees.
Hey,
come over here and join the racist party, baby. Yes. Stick it on top. Stick it on top of the niggas and Jews.
Right.
Of the niggas and Jews. Boosie, they caught Boosie for $600,000, man. The small hat's got him.
He's a lick.
You know, the small hat's got him. That's a lick, man. He's a mark. You know, that was just a straight up small hat lick. You know, they got him. They got Floyd. I think they're going after some of the black celebrities now, and it seems like it's too easy. It's just too easy.
Yeah.
I mean, they got this guy. They promised him a pardon. They were pretending to be lobbyists. Well, they had a lobbying firm.
Yeah.
No, they never did business with Trump or his administration. They had never gotten anybody else pardoned before Boosie. So, you know, he goes and gives them $600,000, and they tell him, no matter what, we'll keep it $300,000, and if we don't get you pardoned, we'll get you back your $300,000, right? The small hats know how to use the court system, Star. What did they do?
Right.
They filed for bankruptcy before he made the claim, saying that their lobbyist firm is bankrupt. Yeah. And then they threw a countersuit on him and said, we were trying to get him the pardon, but he kept getting arrested while we were trying to get him a pardon for this gun charge. Yeah. So that messed up the...
He's a crazy nigger. He keeps getting locked up. What are we supposed to do?
Right. He's just a dumb nigga. Not only is he getting locked up from coast to coast, he's also giving a small hat this money who ain't even doing no work for him.
Right.
You know, he ain't doing no background checks on the small hats. And like I said, you know, there's a long history there of the small hats robbing, you know, celebrity black folks, rich, financially uneducated black people. Why they keep going back to them, I don't know. You know, because there's lobbying firms nowadays. They have black lobbying firms in Washington, D.C. You know, Trump goes to all types of black events, black lobbyist events. So I don't know why he would.
Trump's a nigga from Queens. We've had that conversation before.
Right. Right. He would have been better off getting in touch with Fly Tie down there in Atlanta. You know. He would have got him a.
All right, Peter Fly Tie. Hold on there. You're talking reckless. Slow down. What's going on otherwise? Boosie, Floyd Mayweather. These guys, if you ask me, you know, I've met Floyd. You know, they have the God complex when it comes to white people. Floyd just he gave it up sweet to the guy. I forget his name. And then got up on stage, remember, talking about I will always stand with Israel. And he was calling the guy his brother, the Jew who was robbing him, allegedly. Robbing him fucking black. Mm-hmm. You say, I will always stand
no matter what you people do to me, I'll stay loyal to you.
Right.
Remember we said that? Once he said that, they were like, oh, we got him. You know, I don't know if he converted, but I seen him walking around a couple times with the small hat on too.
Oh my God! You saw Floyd? Go ahead.
Yeah, I saw Floyd with the yarmulke on a couple of times.
Oh my God!
They got a picture of him kissing the Western
Wall.
Yeah, kissing the wall. You know, if you got enough money, they'll take you in. Not that they'll ever accept you, but they'll, you know, allow you to play dress up and you know, pretend, you know what I mean?
Hold on a second, Rory, stay right there. Lucy's Pearl, she says, OMG, Star. Oh, what do you mean? The joke? That's an old joke.
Star, I've been following the Nolan Wells thing, and to me, it looks like I hate to say it, but it looks like the family's like looking for payday, man. You know, it looks like they're going for payday. I mean, these people lived around and raised their kids around those other kids, and immediately when something happens, an all-white neighborhood, immediately when something happens, they hire one of the most racist, controversial lawyers you could find. You know, like it would be like, why were you living around them that whole time?
Well, hang on a second, white boy, because we are friends, but now hold on a second. Don't they deserve a bag? Their son is dead. No one's talking. Don't they deserve a bag?
Maybe from the county or the state or something like that owns that island.
Everybody's suing everybody. Suing the goddamn sheriff, suing the goddamn whoever operates the ferry to get to the island. Is it a ferry or just boats? Everybody gets sued. Everybody gets sued.
They took boats.
Okay.
They took a bunch of boats. But
don't they deserve a bag? That's what you said. You're trying to get a bag. Yeah. And?
Yeah, that's fine. But why get a racist lawyer involved? You know what I mean? This guy's known race baiter. Why jump to him immediately? You know, like so.
Because we got no answers. Got no answers, and until you give us.
If you felt like it's a race, that race plays a part in this, why are you living in an all-white neighborhood, and why is your son have all-white friends? Like this whole time, you've had a feeling like maybe you can't trust white people, maybe Whitey can't be trusted, maybe Whitey's bad. But, well, okay, why are you around all of them? You're putting yourself in a line of fire. You know what I mean? Like, it don't make no sense. If that's the way you feel like it might be a racial issue, you know, that means the whole time you never really trusted white people. So why would you be in a 90% white neighborhood? And why would your son only have white friends?
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, I just don't.
Rory, what is the, pardon me. What do you say to a Puerto Rican in a three-piece suit? Will the defendant please rise?
Yeah. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact.
I had to take it back on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
Yo, you know, and the last thing real quick, with the illegal immigrants getting murked and stuff all over, they can leave at any time. Self-deportation is not only an option, it's encouraged. They give you a little financial stipulation, and they're not playing. ICE just got $75 billion. That money just kicked in now.
Listen. I don't want to talk about ICE. I want to talk about Nigerians versus the Irish.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm going to play my favorite video here, so just bear with me. What's the latest over in North Belfast? Because I saw a story where that they attacked some Irish girls, some other goddamn. Are they Somalians or Nigerians? Who's over there with the goddamn your people? They're getting busy, the Africans.
That's a whole diaspora of Africa, please. It's from they're all from Libya down to Mozambique. It's all of them. It's not just one. A lot of Nigerians, but it's not just one particular like country that they're coming from. But no, they're fighting back against them more and more every day. They've just had they do bonfires this time of year. They put a replica of a mosque and a couple of Muslims on top of the bonfire and burned it and lit it for everybody to see. They're chasing them out of neighborhoods. There's a lot of neighborhoods they can't go to now. A lot of them are under government protection.
Chasing them out. Whoa. You're not chasing them, but you got Nigerians moving into Ireland, claiming to be Bati boys.
Okay, so you're fleeing war.
Yes. Hold on.
Are you fleeing war?
Yeah, prosecution.
Prosecution?
Yeah.
Where?
Nigeria.
There's war in Nigeria?
No, it's a sexuality thing.
sexuality.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Where I come from, if you are bisexual or homosexual, you get killed. So
you're gay?
Yeah, you have to take off. Yes.
Okay. And how are you finding Letterkenny? Are you settling in well?
Oh, lovely.
Okay. Are you working?
Not yet. Still looking for.
And where are you staying?
It's just beside the McGettigans over there.
And all paid for? All sorted by the government?
Government, yes.
Great government.
Oh, fantastic. This is the land of Tien and Og.
1,000 welcomes.
Yes, Kukulin said come and we're here.
And you're out on a Saturday night?
Oh, but of course, we're going to have fun out there.
I love the part where she asked him, and he says he has a wife and kids back in Nigeria, but he's gay in Ireland.
Yeah,
you're happy in Ireland.
This is airing.
And have you got family at home?
Oh, yes, I do.
So what have you got at home?
My wife and 2 kids, 2 sons.
Your wife?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
You think this thing's going to end well? Do you think this thing is going to end well? We're going to end up being the Fourth Reich. We're going to end up being the Fourth Reich over there. You know?
I have no idea.
We're going to, I swear, we're going to end up being the Fourth Reich. I'm telling you right now, because people are so sick of being called racist and then looking at stuff like this. And, you know, they can't get their head around it. Africans are the most pathetic people in the world. I got to be honest with you. Whoa. They're pathetic. They are pathetic. They will move anywhere and claim any culture in any society but their own. They could move to Ireland, and within a year, they go around telling people they're Irish. They won't tell you where they're from. You got to really try and get it out of them. Meanwhile, they're black as hell, and they got an African accent. And they'll go over, they'll tell you they're Scottish. They'll tell Africans are the most pathetic people in the world, and they always have been. Their history has always been pathetic. It's all lies about what they've done and what they've accomplished. You know, we're living in 2026, and these pathetic people are coming to white man's land. You know, that doesn't have natural resources like their country at all. Not at all.
Okay.
You know.
Hey,
yeah.
Before you go,
pathetic African.
Okay. Did you see the video with Jim?
You call it from now on.
Jim Jones
pathetic African.
Okay. Did you see the video with Jim Jones and Busta Rhymes? Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it. No,
Stay with me. Hold on a second. Hold on. We got Rory on the line. We'll put it on the screen. I played it twice earlier. Where's the file? Oh, Rory, you got to see this. Talk about zesty.
Okay.
Here we go.
I know Jimmy he look like he be talking crazy, y'all. A lot of times, though,
I'm on my New York shit.
Nah, I took it down. Yo, Bust, I love you, but they crunched us just now. I just want to pause myself. Hey, yo, my bad. Say this, I'm gonna say this. I know Jimmy.
Rory, did you see it? Rory, did you see it? It was Rory.
Yeah. That's so zesty, man. Are they on Molly or something? You know what I mean? Like, they're too old for that. That's so embarrassing. You know, but everybody know about Busta, you know, allegedly, but yeah, they're definitely on a Molly. It's, you know, both of those guys. I used to like Busta, but and I like some of his music. But Jim Jones, I can't stand. You know, I hope he gets exposed for who he is. But yeah, there's Zesty, Cody Zesty. The New Yorkers lost its appeal, so I'll be the first to tell you. You know, we got to fight to get this thing back. With this Muslim mayor, you know, zesty rappers, not even good rap, no good hip hop. I heard that song you played by Remy Ma, that was trash.
I like it.
You know, like She would never be able to compete.
I like it for her. For her, I like it.
Oh God, that was such trash. You know, it was
Come on.
Well, it sounded like she was some sort of down south inebriated hoe. Like it used to be lyrics in New York. In New York, it used to be lyrics. If your lyrics ain't up to skill, if you ain't got bars like that, you're gonna be called trash. Period. Don't matter if you run around with Fat Joe, you run around with whoever, you're gonna be called trash. Your lyrics are trash. That's garbage. Okay. Nowadays, as long as you got a beat and somebody to co-sign it, that's it. You got a hit record. Everybody thinks it's a great record. Just like that Kendrick Lamar. He's trash, and people always act like he's so great. He's trash.
I gotta agree with you. I never liked his bars. I don't even like his music. I agree with you on that, Kendrick Lamar.
Right.
I feel
I feel you on that. Like, I don't get the whole, as long as, the industry, he got a co-sign from Dre. He's got some good beats, and the media likes him. That's it. You're a rap superstar, and you're, one of the greatest ever. So, yeah, anyway, man, I'm going to let you get back to your show.
Good to talk to you. Salute.
You too, man.
443. We're just getting ready to shut it down. You're my last caller. 443.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name's Owen. Owen Tompkins.
How are you, sir?
You're
my last caller, sir. Can you get right to it, please? My last caller.
Yeah, so we want to talk about the as far as the with the family of the girl or basically who
the last video that I just played. The last video?
The one before that, where the where the brother slept with the sister. I mean, that's
allegedly.
Just cold.
Yeah, allegedly, yeah.
That's just cold, hard degeneracy right there. I mean, you got these parents now these days who have these children or whatever, and then the mother or the father may be on some type of mental medication, and she's more in love with the husband than paying attention to what the kids are. I mean, it's a cold, hard act. That's just cold, hard, bad parenting, whatever way you want to call it or whatever. So it doesn't even make any sense or whatever. It's just terrible.
Are you a parent yourself, sir? You a parent?
No, I'm not. Okay. No, I'm not.
I think it's very sad, but from time to time, we have to play videos like that and have the discussions, and not always point the finger at racism, white supremacy, and sometimes take accountability for these types of topics, no matter how disgusting it may be. Go ahead.
I totally agree, but again, and this doesn't have to do with I exactly agree with what you just said. It doesn't have to do with any race or classism. Some people just don't need to have kids. It's just a cold hard truth or whatever. I mean, if you can't take care of yourself, why would you take care of your kids? Right. And then, I'm just now hearing of this story, and I watched the clips as you played it online or whatever. I mean, so did they kill the daughter or with acid or something? I heard you mention that.
Yeah. But I don't want to go back into that story because that was 2 days ago. But with regards to the last two videos that I just played, again, we have to address these things from time to time so that we can have a broad perspective and people can, speak freely. That this is the objective perspective. But good, you had the last one.
And then with the last video you just played, I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist. Now, when you research conspiracy theory is a term that was deemed by white people to get you to not research the truth. But I think it's something among this society that's going on with the different foods in the communities and stuff that they put in. There's no way that these many young children crash out the way they do, and it's not correlated or linked to something. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, kids have to take responsibility for their actions, but there's no way in hell you go that far to kill 5 members of your family just because that didn't take place. There's no way. To me, that's linked to something a little bit deeper, because you can even look into into like some of these white kids and these other states or whatever when they go to school and they just open up and kill everybody. There's a pattern.
Well, hang on a second, sir, because we have discussed that here before. I'm not sure if you're familiar. Microplastics. Have you ever researched that?
I've heard of the term. Yes.
When you get time, Google microplastics. There's a doctor, I forget her name. She's done extensive research going back maybe 20 some odd years. And according to her research, there is proof with regards to the male defeminization due to these small particles of plastic that is in the food, due to a lot of things that we use on a daily basis. So that is something that we have discussed. But listen, I got to wrap this up. You have the last word.
Yep. I'm good, man. I appreciate you taking the call, man. Love the show. Call out. I'm in Baltimore, but I'm from New Jersey. So again, thank you, man.
Salute. Thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
Yes,
yep.
Okay. All right. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow, if not Friday for sure. Please visit my sponsors. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.